Hey guys.
How you doing, guys? How you doing? Trucker G here.
Hey, Mr. G.
You know, I was asked to do a few segments on trucking stories. They wanted me to kind of narrow it down to one story at a time and just do a little segment on it. And I'm having a heck of a time with it because, to be honest with you, I don't have a whole lot of stories. I can't think of any stories that I haven't told, to be honest with you. Led a pretty sheltered life in the trucking industry. Got loaded from point A to point B, and I had a few things happen along the way. But I think I've told most of those stories, but I'll tell them again. But let me tell you a little story that I haven't told yet.
Lay it on us.
Why I don't hang around in the truck stop. And
I've heard this one.
This has gone for many years. I've actually gotten better to where I can actually have a conversation with other drivers. But
it's because he's a snob.
It is. It's because I'm a snob. No, for so many years, I mean, I drove out on the road and a lot of truckers are just full of shit. Excuse my language. Just I have no better way to say it. You know, you can only go into the truck stop, and truck stops are different than they used to be. You know, you used to have the drivers only section there, and you can sit down and you'd hear all these drivers telling their stories. And I always heard the one story that over and over and over again, I'm thinking, I was amazed on how many people had the exact same story until finally one day I just couldn't stand it no more. And the story goes, you know, I was down in New York City, and hell, them people out there, they parked 2-3 deep, and I had to make this corner, and I had a low clearance bridge up ahead, and I had to make this corner, and they were triple parked. I couldn't make the turn, just couldn't make it. This cop come along, I had traffic all backed up, all behind me, and that cop come along behind me, and he comes up to me and he tells me, driver, you're gonna have to move that truck. Well, sir, I can't move that truck because that car's parked right there. I don't care if that car's parked there illegal or not. You're going to have to move it. He goes, I'm going to hit it. I don't care what you do. You're going to have to get that truck out of here. And so what I did is I put it in first gear, and I just rolled right over the top of that son of a gun. And I could only hear that story so many times until finally one day I just kind of blew my top a little bit. And I called the guy out telling it. I said, you know what? You're a damn liar. And he looked at me and he was offended that I called him a liar. I said, you are a damn liar. You're a damn liar or you're an idiot. One of the two. Which is it? What do you mean? It happened. I said, you're a damn liar or you're an idiot. Which is it? He says, well, he wanted to fight by then. I said, you're wasting my time because you're either a liar or an idiot, and it ain't going to make me look good, no better to whip an idiot's ass right here and now. And he grabbed his food and he just left. And the reason why I said he was a liar or an idiot is because, number one, I've heard the story so many times, so that leads me to believe you're a liar. But if it happened to you, you're an idiot. Who in their right mind, especially an owner-operator, or even a company driver at that, is going to risk doing that much damage to their equipment and possibly being dead in the water right there as soon as they rip the tandems off the back of their trailer? And even if you don't rip the tandems off the back of your trailer, now you got 4 flat tires on one side of your trailer, so now you're dead in the water there. So, like I said, which is it? You're an idiot or a liar? And I know that some of the old timers are going to come on. No, it happened to me. Well, you start telling the story long enough, you start to believe it yourself. If it's happened to you, let me know. Prove me wrong. That's kind of my story that wasn't really my story, I guess.
It kind of was, though. That's what made you not want to go into truck stops and not socialize with other truckers.
It's that, and part of it's me, a lot of it's me. You know, because at the end of the day, after driving for 10, 11 hours straight, but back then, it was a lot longer than 11. I mean, back then we were running loose leaves, and I just tell it like it is.
It was paper laws.
I wasn't running legal. I'm running loose leaf, and a lot of times you'd have to go and take your home time just to let your logbook catch up to you. Well, at the end of the day, after driving that many hours, last thing I wanted to do is talk about trucking. I'd love to hear about your kids. I'd love to hear about your family at home. I'd love to hear about your bikes, fishing, hunting. last thing I want to think about is just climbing that mountain that I just climbed, or the 15 hours that I just, 16 hours, whatever, how many hours it was, sitting behind that wheel. I just wanted to decompress. And so usually I take my food to go and sat back in my truck, and that's how I would unwind. Nowadays, I kind of enjoy talking to other drivers. I do enjoy it because nowadays I've realized that you can learn a lot by talking to others as long as they're not telling BS lives, and we can educate each other. Or we can educate a younger driver that's listening. I know, that's my 2 cents. Love you guys.
All right, love y'all. Bye.